Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio, what we are in the process of redoing. So you're looking at my back window right now in the studio. But we welcome to the show the head girls basketball coach from Incarnate Word, the Red Knights, Coach Dan Rolfes. And Coach, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
And we were talking just a little bit off the air. You guys 5-0, but a unique experience this past week. Tell us a little bit about the travel over to Hawaii.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to participate in the Iolani Classic over in Oahu. Um, and It's just a great experience for our kids. This is the third time that I've taken Incarnate Word over there, but the first experience for our girls here. It's a Nike Elite tournament, so they take four Nike Elite teams from the states, and then four island teams, and just have a 8-team tournament. So we played last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we were able to win. So we got a good win out in the finals on Saturday against South Medford, state champions from Class 6 in Oregon. So it was a nice win, and um, outside of the basketball, we got to do some fun stuff, do some sightseeing, go to North Shore, and kids got to go to the beach and snorkel, and just a great experience. I kind of laugh. I don't know if I'd made any trips if it wasn't going somewhere for basketball. So if it wasn't for basketball, I wouldn't have got to do a lot. So
Well, that's outstanding, Coach. Tell us just a little bit about the basketball in Hawaii. I've got a good friend who's a retired Air Force, and his granddaughter is over there. They're stationed. His son is stationed there, and he goes over on occasion. But kind of compare and contrast the basketball in Hawaii to the basketball in Missouri.
yeah, the the island teams are generally smaller, not as much size as the teams from the mainland, um, but they are very fast and very athletic, and they just press you nonstop and just hound you, just kind of wear you down a little bit. Just a little bit different style. We don't see that as much here, um, in St. Louis or Missouri. Um, and then, typically, when we go over there, we'll see teams from the California area, which were there a couple there, are from the West Coast area, and their style is you know a little more lots of sets, um, very skilled players. If you're looking at the top 25, rankings in the country, 10 of them are from the California area. So that area for girls basketball is really strong. So it's nice to go over there and kind of gauge yourself against some, top notch competition.
And Coach, again, we're visiting with Incarnate Word Red Knights head girls basketball coach Dan Rolfes. And Coach, 29-0 a year ago. Talk about what you had to replace, because of graduation and things. Of what who are some of those young ladies that are stepping in to fill those roles?
Yeah, we actually lost a lot. Either to graduation, we had a couple kids. We had one of our um, top seniors returning, just kind of a glue kid, Olivia Hahn, tear ACL during the summer, and she's out for the year. Um, and she was just, like I said, kind of that glue kid, would guard the other team's best player. Shot 46% from the three last year. So we really, we're really missing her a lot. And she's just a great leader, kid that just played hard every day. So I hate it for her. But she's going to have the opportunity to go play college basketball at Maryville. So that was, I'm happy that she's able to do that. Sad that she's missing her senior year. Um, but we've got some young players that have stepped up. We lost our point guard to she graduated, is on playing in Kentucky right now. But our point guard this year is a sophomore, Nevaeh Caffey. Um, and has done a fine job and has stepped into the role very well. Very calm, has a good demeanor about her, running the point. And then another sophomore, Peyton Hill, who's just like a wing player who can step in and play the point at times. And so both of them are both sophomores who didn't get a ton of playing time last year, who are starting and playing big roles. Um, then another new starter would be KJ James. She played a fair amount last year, but she's kind of in a starting role. And then our two seniors who've been starting forever. Natalie Potts, who's going to Nebraska, one of the top players in the area in Missouri, and then Brooke Coffey, like a 6'2" guard for us, who's going to Illinois State. Um, so that's our starting five right now. Um, so we're getting some. We're pretty young off the bench. We have a couple juniors that come off the bench for us. Zoe Best, um, she moved here from Ohio. Her mom got transferred and is working in the St. Louis area. So she's coming off the bench for us. She's a junior, and then another junior, Abby Sextro, who both are filling big minutes for us. So.
Well, Coach, tell us a little bit about your schedule. I know you're 5-0 right now. You get a big win over Whitney Young. You get the Iolani tournament championship. I think you played Villa DeShane. Besides that, what does your schedule look like, and has it changed at all? I know it's hard to schedule when you go 29-0 a year ago and you win the Class 6 state championship. But how's your schedule maybe a little bit different this year?
Our schedules is definitely more difficult than it has been in the past couple of years. COVID kind of put a damper on being able to travel and getting teams to come here to play us or visiting teams. So, we usually try to play as hard a schedule as we possibly can play. Um, and I think we're back to that type of schedule right now. So, you know, we'll start over Christmas. We'll have the visitation tournament, which is always, you kind of look at it like the championship in the St. Louis area. They draw the top teams in the area, and it's always fun to play in that. And then we have a couple teams from across the state coming into play us in January. Park Hills South, who's got a couple really solid freshmen, and Lee Summit West are coming to play us. Then we go to Louisville and we play Sacred Heart Academy and Mercy Academy in Louisville in the middle of the month, and then we go back to Kansas City uh, and play Bishop Miege out of Kansas, and they're really really strong. We'll play Notre Dame to Sion. So um, we've got just actually half of our schedule or legit half of our games are from teams not in the St. Louis area. So it's nice that we've had some teams willing to come to play us, and then you know having the opportunity to go and play in Hawaii, play in Louisville, play in Kansas City, and see some other opponents. Just really kind of helps our team gets prepared for that playoff stretch. We want to make our regular season as hard as we possibly can. So by the time we're in playoff mode, we've seen about everything people have got to give us. So I'd rather be challenged then than just kind of have a wake up call in the middle of the playoffs. So.
It's you mentioned the travel, St. Louis, Louisville, Hawaii. I can't imagine what it's like just to find a place to eat. I mean, maybe you've been there enough where you say, "Hey, you got your places picked out on the road where you eat."
Yeah, Subway.
Yeah,
There's one in every town. Yeah, no, I mean it's kind of the nature of the beast. If we want to be ranked in the top 25 in the country, and we want our kids to get exposure to different colleges. We gotta go travel and play these type of teams. And plus, the state tournament's not in St. Louis, never has been, never will. So we've got to travel and to a lot of these places and play back to back games, and that's exactly what you have to do at state. So I'd rather our kids get used to going to Subway and going to shoot around in other gyms and having to travel and know the expectations on curfews and get on the bus at this time to leave for the game and kind of get all those kinks out before the state tournament. So when we get to Springfield or Columbia next year, they're used to traveling. It's not a novelty to them. They're used to it. They know how we want to handle business, and um, a lot of things go into a state championship run, and some of it has nothing to do with basketball. It's a lot of it's preparation and just external factors.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, I certainly appreciate you being gracious with your time here at the Missouri Sports Network, and you've never said no, and I
Oh yeah,
appreciate the opportunity. And we've we've been back to back Class 6 schools. We just had Coach Neff on from Staley right in front of you, so
yeah,
he
he's a good
wanted
one.
to
He's a great
he
coach.
yeah, he
Good
wanted
guy.
to make sure that I told you hi, hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
He's a good guy. He's
he
familiar with girls basketball too. His daughter's a good is really extremely good hooper. So, um, but yeah, thanks for having me on. Anytime. I love being on.
You bet. You bet. Coach, have a great day. And hey, you're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here for the holidays.